Do what you gotta do.
No.
You have no authority.
You're not gonna fucking tell me what to do, motherfucker. You're not gonna get my sheriff's way.
You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you. Yeah, I'll arrest you. Do it, buddy.
Those were moments when good cops put bad cops in their place, making sure they faced consequences for their actions. Let's start with the most outrageous incident.
Do what you gotta do.
No.
On November 19th, 2022, in Sunrise, Florida, police responded to an emergency call about a man attacking people outside a convenience store. Despite the efforts of 4 officers, they struggled to handcuff and secure him in a patrol car as he resisted arrest.
I'm right here. Miss, can you stop pulling the handcuffs on my wrist? God, you don't listen. You're not stronger than me, miss. I'm letting you know that.
All right, let's go. We're gonna take a seat.
Watch your head getting into the car.
Miss, can you stop pulling the cuffs?
Just get in the car and you'll be fine.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Pulling the cuffs on my wrist. I
Once
can't
you get in the
move.
car, she'll let go.
So what's he saying, pulling?
So just get in the car.
The situation was tense as the officers struggled, but when Sergeant Christopher Police arrived, he stepped in and pulled out his pepper spray, aiming to make the man finally listen.
Pulling the cuffs on my wrist. I can't move.
She'll let go.
So what's he saying, pulling?
So just get in the car. All right, just get in the car.
No, he doesn't want in the car.
Car.
Get in the car.
Just get in the car.
All right, I'm getting in. Get your feet in. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You're playing with the wrong mother.
Even though the man finally stops resisting, Sergeant Police leans into the back seat and stays close to him for about 20 long seconds. Police doesn't use his pepper spray, but he starts arguing with the man. Following the department's rules to prevent situations from getting out of control, the officer grabbed Sergeant Police by the back of his belt and pulled him away.
You want to play games? You never get disrespectful with my officer. Fall from your
Do what you gotta do.
She knew she had to act fast before things would go out of control. Suddenly, the sergeant whips around, his eyes locked on the young officer. In a flash, he reaches out, putting one hand around her throat. For just a moment, he holds her there, then grabs her vest and shoves her back against a nearby police car. You can almost feel the impact as she hits the marked vehicle, caught in a nightmare she never saw coming.
No. Just let it be.
After a few tense seconds, he steps away, goes back to the suspect, opens the car door, and slams it shut. Then, as if nothing happened, he turns to the young officer, points a finger at her, and walks off.
I don't understand that.
We clear?
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Nearly every police department in the US has a rule saying officers must step in if another officer is going too far. It's supposed to keep things from getting out of control, but so often it doesn't work the way it should. This time, it wasn't just a rule on paper, it was a moment that changed everything. The incident was investigated, and Sergeant Police was arrested and charged with battery, assault on a law enforcement officer, and tampering with evidence. While Sergeant Police's action caused him a lot, this other officer took things in the right manner, owning up to his mistake.
If you would sign right here, it's got a court date, time it's must appear. Yes, sir.
On June 20th, 2023, a Henry County police officer on patrol spotted a Dodge Charger zooming down the road at 96 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. That's almost 3 times the speed limit. With his laser, the officer clocked the car's speed, which wasn't just a little over, it was way over Georgia's traffic laws. When the officer approached the car, he realized the driver was none other than Henry County Sheriff's Chief Deputy Michael Yarbrough. Imagine pulling over one of the top-ranking officers in the area. But this officer didn't let the title get in the way, he still addressed the violation.
License in the back, yeah.
The officer took Yarbrough's license, went back to his cruiser, and made a call to his boss. He needed to be sure about what he was doing. After the call, he made a big decision. Yarbrough was getting a ticket.
Hello? Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarbrough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
Even though Georgia law lets officers speed in emergencies, they're supposed to turn on their lights and sirens. But Yarbrough hadn't done that, so there were no excuses for his speeding.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear. Yes, sir.
The police officer ultimately issued a citation to Yarbrough for driving 96 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone and then sent him on his way. In Georgia super speeder law, a super speeder is defined as a driver convicted of speeding at 75 miles per hour or more on a 2-lane road or at 85 miles per hour and above on any road or highway in the state of Georgia. Such drivers must pay a $200 state fee in addition to local fines. However, Yarbrough's citation indicated just a warning. While officers have discretion in issuing citations, the super speeder fine is generally mandatory. The absence of the expected fine raises questions.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
After the incident, Chief Deputy Yarbrough faced disciplinary action from Sheriff Reginald Scandrett, resulting in a 40-hour suspension without pay. But even with the punishment, people still couldn't agree on whether it was fair or if it was enough. Despite Chief Yarbrough conducting himself throughout the operation, what will you say when officers who are supposed to uphold the law are the ones doing the opposite?
It says Lexington was notified they refused to respond because of our call.
On January 30th, 2024, Lexington police noticed a speeding vehicle. They promptly conducted a traffic stop and pulled the driver over. However, when they approached, they were astonished to realize who they were dealing with.
301, going on traffic, North George Mary 045.
Hello.
Are you sure? I'm going to SWAT call.
Okay, so this Podio, could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going
where?
Call out.
The vehicle was identified as Nora George Mary. Inside was Cleveland County Sheriff Chris Amison, speeding on his way to a SWAT call. Interestingly, the Lexington Police Department had no prior knowledge of this incident, so they contacted the police chief to look into the matter.
Guy barricaded in the house used to be a police officer. And
where at?
Right down here on...
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
We have an armed person we don't know about. Okay, I'll call our chief and let him know. 301 Lex. According to the Cleveland County Sheriff, we have a hostage situation at that location.
Shortly afterwards, Lexington Police Chief Ronnie Johnson arrived on the scene, visibly frustrated by the situation. As Chief Johnson aired his frustration, Deputy Szymanski attempted to intervene, which didn't sit well with the officers and led to rising tensions.
Where's Captain Tom? Captain Hawk. Yeah. Where's Command?
Excuse me, sir.
What's going on? We realized that I'd like to know what's going on in my own damn city. We would have notified you, sir. We would have? Yeah. Well, hold on. I've been down there at the PD all fucking day. According to the call, it says Lexington was notified they refused to respond because of our call.
Sit down here, guys.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck said that. First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. I'm just telling you the call. I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me a damn thing about it.
The scene grew even more heated as Szymanski walked out and another officer followed him, telling him why he should talk to the police chief like that. With each person showing their ego, Szymanski refused to back down, disregarding his colleagues' warnings and escalating the tension further.
Got my ass later.
Sir, I am too. You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen.
You can get the fuck out of my face. I don't give a fuck who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Back up, man. Back up. No, you don't.
He just said, what the f***'s going on?
This is going to be good.
According to the call,
You need to stop.
Lexington PD was notified.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay. But you need to back up.
I get it that you're
You can back
riled up, dude.
Negative.
But this right here ain't what
We're not going to be disrespectful.
Okay?
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not gonna fucking tell me what to do, motherfucker. You're not gonna get in my sheriff's face. Just like you told me, motherfucker.
Get your hands off me, man. Back up, John.
Hey, pull him back.
No, he
He's
just
in the
came over
sheriff's
my
face.
face and said the same
He's
shit.
getting ready to go to jail.
Stop.
He's getting ready to go to jail.
Stop.
Both of you need to back off. This is our operation for Sumter County. Understand?
Oh, yeah. Perfectly fucking clear.
Don't deny.
Perfectly clear. Let's go. Come on. Just to run that fucking relationship.
Yes. I want that lieutenant's name so I can put his hands on me. Good thing that was recorded.
After the argument, Chief Johnson and his officers left, turning the case over to the sheriff's department. Johnson later addressed the media, stating this wasn't the first time the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office had kept them out of the loop. The sheriff's office responded, acknowledging the unfortunate incident and issuing a statement to clarify their deputies' actions. Just as tensions escalated between Lexington officers and the Cleveland County Sheriff's team, a confrontation in Bradley Beach, New Jersey brought even more severe consequences when a sergeant and his chief clashed in a way that would alter their careers.
Okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? Fuck. You grabbed me.
On November 9th, 2023, an intense police confrontation between Sergeant William and his chief, Leonard Guida, took place on the quiet street of Bradley Beach, New Jersey.
Hey, Ron, just pull that up and put it to the shoulder. Yeah. Thanks.
What is it?
The RMA.
I am not the police, okay?
During a scene where a suspected drunk driving crash occurred, nobody expected the chief to be there. But he arrived dressed casually and was not exactly in his best state. He was swaying, and his words were slurring, a clear sign he had been drinking. He called out his Sergeant William and started questioning him concerning his jacket. Instead of requesting to know how the case was going, he chose to ask the sergeant why he was wearing a jacket unfit to be worn.
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. I'm asking you if he's RMA or not.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
Yeah. I get that. I'm not saying you aren't. I just want to make sure your head is okay. He's giving them problems that we need to be aware of.
I can't get any.
Can you tell me your first name at least?
Why do you got a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look at it, tell me what's on the back of it.
Oh, they washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant, for God's sake.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay? Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI.
Sergeant William told the chief to allow him to conduct a DWI test and that he should back off. But the chief ignored all the warnings and tried to grab the sergeant's arm. That's when the sergeant snaps. He grabs the chief by the lapels and slams him onto the hood of a police cruiser.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay?
Don't you touch me.
Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? Fuck. You grabbed me. What? Now get out of here.
The chief, undeterred or perhaps unaware of the gravity of the situation, orders other officers to take him in. And that was when the sergeant responded with the threat of locking him up.
Take him in. Take him.
No, you're going to go in.
Take him.
Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No,
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You grabbed me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
That's the first thing.
As the argument escalates, the chief tells the sergeant that he is suspended. But what led to the suspension? Was the jacket or the grabbing? Accusing the sergeant of embarrassing him in front of the men, the chief shifts the confrontation into a strange power play. The jacket debate, however, quickly becomes just the tip of the iceberg.
Billy, shut up, because you're in trouble now. Stop,
no, I'm not in
stop.
trouble.
Stop,
I'm not in
stop,
trouble.
stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop,
You're going to be in trouble.
Billy.
Chief, I'm working at DWI.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
You're in trouble because this is the first thing. First of all, I was about to say to you, you stupid. I was about to say to you, what do you need OEM for?
You're embarrassing me in front of the men about the jacket.
No. That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. Now we got a real fucking problem, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
We do.
All right, you're gonna have to go inside.
No, how about we do this?
No.
How about we go inside?
Billy, you're gonna have to go inside right now with me. You're gonna have to go inside and
We're in a serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said come over here.
You're out of line. You grab me. It's on video.
Billy.
It's on video. I'm not going to argue with it. I have a crash to work.
Billy.
I have a job to do.
You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're relieved.
I'll go home.
No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go in the headquarters and wait for me.
After my crash.
No, Billy. You're relieved.
I have officers here, right here. They could get waffled because my car is blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy. Don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm suspended?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes. Billy, come here.
I'm going home. We can't talk. I'm suspended.
No.
I'm suspended. I'm going home.
And you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
You're going to go in the headquarters. You're going to wait for me there.
Well, let me work my crash. This is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain something to you. Billy, you're suspended.
Okay.
All right. Billy.
Yes. Okay.
Wait for me in there. That's an order.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put your car where my car is so our officers and first aid don't get run over, please? Thank you.
Billy suspended. You see what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
There's some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major.
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended. You already got this. What do you got here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
Go on, Billy. Go on.
I'll meet you in there.
Yes, you're going to meet me in there. Go and put the dog in right now.
There's nowhere to put her. She's going to ruin things.
Okay, we'll leave her in there. Go in.
I'm going. I got people on the road. I want to make sure they're safe. I want to run you over, so watch out.
No. Come on. Go ahead. You know I love you. Come on.
After this, the sergeant went back on duty, but the chief wasn't so lucky. With his $174,000 a year position on the line, he faced administrative leave and scrutiny from the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. The findings were handed over to Bradley Beach for review. After the chief was suspended, he retired, and since then, he has gone radio silent. There were no comments, no statements, just an uneasy quiet. While Bradley Beach witnessed a career-altering confrontation, the relationship between police agencies came under scrutiny once again in Hiawassee, Georgia, where a tense encounter highlighted long-standing rivalries going on.
Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again?
On June 24th, 2022, Sergeant James from the Hiawassee Police Department and a sheriff threatened to arrest each other. The confrontation between the two of them was intense and embarrassing, adding fuel to a heated dispute between the police agencies.
Good evening. How are you doing well in yourself?
I'm doing all right.
What's your hurry? You're very recklessly from the city all the way here, man. In and out of traffic, not using turn signal. Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
I didn't think I was that bad.
I checked you at 65.
I'm sorry.
What's your hurry?
I gotta get my medication.
You gonna try to kill people over medication?
No, well, it helps with my anxiety.
If that car in front of you would have slammed on brakes, you would have caused a wreck right here.
Sergeant James conducted a traffic stop after observing a vehicle driving recklessly in Hiawassee, Georgia. After questioning the driver and asking why he was driving that way, he went back to his car, brought a traffic citation, and handed it to the driver. But that was when the whole issue escalated.
You for reckless driving or any of that. I wrote you for speed, just like I told you, 65 and a 45. I did put what you say and what I observed, okay? Your court date is August 8th, 2022 at the Hiawassee City Hall, okay? Do you have any questions?
The sheriff approached and began questioning the driver. Talking to the driver, he asked if they were inside the city or just outside during the traffic stop. The sheriff seemingly ignored that the sergeant had just handed the driver a citation. This whole scene came from an ongoing dispute between the Hiawassee Police Department and Towns County Sheriff's Office over city officers pursuing violators outside the city limits.
Watch coming through town like that, man.
Oh, yeah,
Traffic's heavy, okay? All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. Yes, what come on. Inside the city or out here? Just right here. Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you.
The sergeant told the sheriff that if he ever gets on his traffic stop again, he will arrest him. That's him telling the sheriff to back off. And sincerely, that was a bold statement. Despite the sergeant telling the sheriff that surveillance footage would show the stop began within city limits, the sheriff threatened to arrest him also.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
Charges against your ignorance.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero, and there's cameras at Napa that see you pulled out.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, fuck boy. You a fuck boy.
Thank you.
Twice during their heated exchange, the sheriff called the sergeant an F-boy. After getting back into his patrol car, the sergeant called the sheriff a mother effer. A dispatcher even checked in, asking if the sergeant was okay. He responded 10-4.
Thank you. Thank you.
Count 302, status check.
Info.
In Hiawassee, the sheriff, as an elected official, only answers to the voters of Towns County, while the sergeant reports to the city police chief, who, in turn, answers to the mayor. The two agencies share a dispatch center, Towns County 911, but don't share a chain of command. In some cases, agencies will cooperate on overlapping jurisdiction, but in others, it's strictly enforced. The sergeant told the sheriff, "I'm not your boy," and then repeatedly thanked him while walking back to his car. Hiawassee Police Chief Paul Smith issued a statement expressing regret over the incident, saying the police department would continue to strive for excellence in serving citizens and visitors while collaborating with all public agencies. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, subscribe, and watch this one.